Alright guys, big welcome to you all to our channel. We are Team Crushing the Mats and Yuri with D-Boy. I'm here for you guys with another premium collection reveals. All the cards you see on the screen are cards that we have already covered on our channel. If you want to know our thoughts about any of these cards, you should definitely click on the links below for any one of them. In the last video, we have covered the stride from Shadow Paladin and the stride from Gold Paladins. And in today's video, we will cover the strides from Pale Moon, Aqua Force, and finally Spike Brothers. If you are a Spike Brother fan and you only want to know our thoughts about Spike Brothers, then I've made a different video where I will tell you my thoughts in huge scale, like everything there is to know about the card for now, because there is more to know in the future. And I put that into a different video. If you just want to see the reveals and go fast through the Spike one as well, then you could stick to watching this video, because in this video I will just go very fast through the Spike card and I will not even talk about everything that's capable of. So if you are new to our channel, click on the subscribe button, and of course for everybody, if you would like our videos and tell us in the comment section below what do you think about our thoughts when it comes to this card. Do you have a different thoughts when it comes to your favorite stride, or have you already found a crazy combo that works with your favorite stride? Let us know in the comment section below. We are always love to hear and see your comments. Alright, first we will start with the Pale Moon one. This was actually a stride that was revealed on the same day as Shadow Paladin and Gold Paladins, although it was later on the day revealed in the stream. So we have already uploaded the video, so there was no time to add this one to it. That's why it's in this video. But that's very good, because we had the time to think about more combos when it comes to this card. And when it comes to Pale Moon, we have different specialists in our team. We also have Wesley from the Netherlands, which is also like an expert when it comes to Pale Moon. But we also have Sven, and we have James and Dave also have the knowledge, and more from our team have the knowledge when it comes to Pale Moon. Alright, let's read her skill first, and then we'll talk about the art, how she fits the clan, and what she will do for the format for Pale Moon. Alright, she has the Magia ability on Vanguard. It's an auto ability. When she attacks, you pay the cost, which is one card from your hand into the soul, and you flip something from your G-Zone face up. And you get one imaginary gift XL. You call a card from your soul to your additional Vanguard circle, and that unit get the extra 15k until end of turn. At the end of your turn, you put that unit back to your soul. Alright, that's her complete skill. Before we talk about how good the skill is, let's talk a little bit about the arts. The art of this card is really beautiful. I would love to see a full art on her as well, because you can see the rope. She's kind of walking on the rope. She has her umbrella, and the colors are beautiful. The circus in the background is looking really good. There is a lot of details when it comes to this card when you really look at it, and I think that she being a triple rare, the foil on this card would definitely be amazing. And yeah, I really like it a lot. Like the other Pale Moon players are also loving the art. So yeah, definitely I would give her a 10 from 10 when it comes to the art, and as Wesley said from the Netherlands, he also said 10 from 10. Alright, now we talk about how this card fits the clan. Alright, first of all, we see that she has the Magia ability. That's point number 1. Second thing is, she puts a card from your hand into the soul. That's good point number 2. Point number 3, she does not cost you a counterblast. Number 4, she gives you an Excel circle, which could also mean a draw 1. 4 or 5 in this case, she gives power to one of your rare guards which get out of your soul. And she also puts that rare guard back to your soul at the end of the turn. Alright, that would mean the fact that she does not cost a counterblast is something that this Pale Moon have waited for a very long time, because most of their strides, most of their combos require you to have a counterblast. And there is one crazy combo that you could do without having counterblast, and that's with Dark Lord Princess and with Cat and Boots, because Cat and Boots and Dark Lord Princess do not really need a counterblast to work their magic. Maybe there are more, but that's like the most usable if you play Cat and Boots as your starter, or you play it as an extra card in your deck that you could always soul charge. And this card works perfectly with Dark Lord Princess because she would still give you the extra rearguard attack, and that extra rearguard attack will open up a whole new possibilities for even more attacks. Like the one rearguard become 2, the second one will call more, and then your chain would start again, middle or during the battle phase, let's say. So she works very good with cards like QT Power Trooper because again she has the Magi ability, but there are more. Like this is one example, and we have already talked about Dark Lord Princess, and then we come to the main deck that could use this stride very well, and that's actually Nightmare Doll. The Nightmare Doll deck rely on Alice and the Great One, who could restand whenever you recall the Alice. And the Great One is the card that you normally put on your Axel Circle. You try to put all of your triggers, your crits on her because she keep restanding. And now she could stay safe in your soul, and then when this card attacks, you get her out of your soul onto that extra Axel Circle, which could be XL1 or XL2, it doesn't really matter. Let's say it's XL2 because you want to draw, then she gets extra 15k, and she gets 5k from the Axel Circle, which will make her 27. Then let's say you get 1 crit, that would make her 37 with a crit, which you could restand her like twice or 3 times depending on how much counterblasts you have. That's very important. Also, you could just soul charge her from hand, right? Because this card, this stride, requires you to soul charge from hand. So I do see a lot of good possibilities where this card could be something that the Pale Moon player have been waiting for. So definitely a very good card and with a very beautiful art. There is also one more things that you should know about, like when it comes to Pale Moon, it comes to Honolulu, it comes to get rid of some of your opponent's rearguard. We also have the assistant right there, which is one of the great 3s that when she comes out of the soul, you could like take one of your opponent's rearguards and one of your own. So even cards like that could be very effective with her. And because that card costs the counterblast, and this card doesn't, that would mean that this combo will work easier if you have 1 counterblast to work with. So a lot of good things when it comes to this card. Then we talk about how will this card make Pale Moon a top contender. Well, I would say it will definitely bring some Pale Moon players to replay or play the deck now even more, because they have more possibilities. They could play some of their old Magia cards, which they would love to replay, but it would not take Pale Moon to make it top tier, right? Because like new players will not pick Pale Moon up just because of this card. Maybe players that have played Pale Moon in the past. So it's not Royals or maybe Year Chronicle or Shadow Paladins or Neo Nectar in the past with Katrina, where people just picked up the clan and played it. This would not be the case for Pale Moon, as it's not the case for almost every other stride in this premium collection set. It's different than Katrina. Alright, now we get to Aqua Force. When it comes to this card, I've seen a lot of mixed feelings. Some people find it very, very, very good. Some others find it less good. And we will talk about what makes this card very good and what not. Also, to go back on the Pale Moon one, I would like definitely to give a shout out to James, Dave, and Sven from our team, as well as Wesley or Yvette, which they helped me out with like creating this video for you guys, because they gave me all of their thoughts, and they are our experts when it comes to Pale Moon, especially in premium, but also in standard. Alright, now we finally go back to Aqua Force. When it comes to Aqua Force, I've talked with Jeroen and also James, Varian from our team. Because the thing is that when it comes to Aqua Force, as I said, people are kind of having a mixed feeling about this. So let's first talk about his skill, then the art, and then everything else. When this card is placed, you look up the top 7 cards from your deck, you call up to 2 cards from among them to regular circle as rest, and then you shuffle your deck. So just on place, +2 on field, but they are rest. Alright, then you think there is more. Yes, definitely there is more. When this card attacks, you count +1 and you flip something face up from your G-Zone. Then for every 2 rested rearguards you have, you draw a card, you retire something from your opponent's field. If you have drawn 3, which means if you have 6 rested rearguards, then you could also restand 2 of your rearguards. Alright, let's recap. You place this card, You check top 7, you call 2 rested Vanguards. Okay, that's 1. Then when this card attacks, you counter +1, you flip something face up from your G zone. All good, we have all of that. Then if you have 6 Vanguards, so 6 rested Vanguards, then you could draw 3 cards and you retire 3 and then you restand 2. If not, then you retire less, you draw less, and you restand nothing. Alright, and that's easy. It's easy to get because if you get XL2, that's already a +1, and the 6 Vanguard circle, this card already gives you 2 more Vanguards, so that's 3. You only need to recall. You only need to call 3 cards from your hand, and you already have 6 Vanguards on the field. Those 3 Vanguards that you call are also the 3 cards that you draw from this card. So you break even if you commit completely to the field, but you also still draw. Yeah, you get those cards back after your drive check, but you also still restand the 2 Vanguards, so having more attacks. Issues with this card, but first the art. When it comes to the art, I'm a big fan. I love the color blue and the color red, and the 2 colors are beautifully done this card. You see the bottom of the card is being red because all of the G cards are red. And if you look very good at the art, you also see fire in the background. Well, it's more of a water dragon using a blue weapon. So I definitely think that this card is really beautiful, and if we would see a full art out of him, that would definitely look amazing. Maybe it's not Aqua-like, maybe that's the issue with it, but I love the art. Just being a dragon, it's really beautiful. If maybe they got something else in a dragon, they would be happier, I don't know, but I think that the art is very good. And but I've seen also a lot of people disliking it. I don't know, they just dislike this card as a whole, which I don't understand as a Sparkler player. Then we talk about how this card fits the clan. The calling as rest is not a problem for Aqua Force because they have cards that could draw you cards when they are at rest, so you could even plus out of that calling as rest. Then you have a very good early game because you could use a lot of your V cards, and this card does not require you to have Tavas or this or that as a Vanguard. It only requires you to have a Vanguard which gives you an XL circle. Alright, so that's why the Valios is there, the last card Raven is there. So then you have also like your multi-attackers. So all in all, I think it's as Varian said, the things that people dislike about this card is it does not give power, but it cannot do everything, right? And the reason why it does not give power is because it's not an Alexandros. It's not a Lambros who restands your Vanguards. It's different. It's really a very different card that works in a different way. The same as Bad Bounty works in a different way for Grand Blue, this card works in a different way for Aqua Force. If this is your first stride and you have nothing flipped, this card is definitely very good. It helps you to fill your field, it gets you the pluses back to your hand so you have more defensive hand, you draw 3, you drive check 3, you have Vanguards that plus you when they are at rest. That's like you could draw 6 easy, like 3 from him, 3 from your drive check, so that's 6. And if you have 1 or 2 Vanguards on the field that could draw you, that's 7, 8. That's 8 cards a turn. Are you crazy? Do you want more? I don't know what you want more. This card, if I had this card in Spike Brothers, I would definitely be so happy. But I got an even better one. But we'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, all in all, I think it's a very, very, very good card. And I do see why people are less hyped about this, because it's not the same as Norokami. Alright, the Norokami stride just took Vanquisher and placed it in premium like that, and it will be a top contender just by having that new stride. And this stride does not do the same for Aqua Force, but I definitely think it's a very good card. It could get you out of a jam. Sometimes you don't have those rare cards. Sometimes you are not playing the vanilla deck, so you have nothing face up. You can't go to Alexandros right away, and then this card would be your savior, let's say, and pluses you on hand, pluses you like crazy. Will this card make Aqua Force go top tier again? No, it will not. It will definitely make the same as the Pearl Moon one. People that played Aqua Force in the past may replay it now because they see a lot of potential in this card, or they want to prove others wrong when it comes to this card. You could just put everything on the field, attack with it, rush with it, and you get your pluses back very easy, which is something that Aqua Force should do. Have a good defensive hand, but a good offensive force. Not too much, not OP, but just Aqua Force style, and this card is Aqua Force style. Alright, then we go to talk about Spike Bullets. As I said at the start of the video, if you guys really want to hear my complete thoughts when it comes to Spike Brothers, then you would have to watch the other video. That will be on the same time as this video. It will be online, but or maybe an hour later, but on the same day. But the thing is, in that video, I will talk about everything about this part. When it comes to Spike Brothers, I need the time to make a long ass video for you guys. Okay, so we have here great hero villain Verminous. First of all, why is he called hero and a villain in the same name? Because he's crazy, and I love that about him. Okay, he has a simple skill. It's very simple. When one of your regards, which has a marker beneath it, attack, and that attack does not hit, you Soul Blast 2, you flip something from your G-Zone face up, you draw one card, you call one card from your hand. That's it. That's everything he does. Now let's talk about the skill a little bit. I will not go too deep into it because there are a lot of things when it comes to this card, but I will give you this. This card is way better than you think that it is. If you're not a Spike Bullet player, you don't have to understand. If you are a Spike Bullet player and you don't want to understand, by all means, don't. If you want to understand, you have to wait for the other video, because I will not do that long ass explanation in this video, which I already talked about 2 other strides, and I need all the footage on the screen. So you have to wait for the other video, or maybe the video is already up. Just go to our channel, click on it, you will see a big ass stride, which is this one, on the screen. You will click, hey, there it is, and then you would hear my thoughts. Alright, so let's talk about fast about this cards, how it fits the clan. We have 5 cards from this set that actually support Spike Brothers. This is the first, then we have the critical, then we have Sazan, then we have the vanilla, and we have also the Tempest order cards. And of course, we cannot forget about our Crane Elemental, which is Cyclone. All of these cards fit the clan of Spike Brothers perfectly, and all of them will have very good effects on the clan. Alright, that's when it comes to this card. Does it fit in the current decks that we have? Yes, it acts as a bridge between the turbo deck and the aggro deck, which again I will talk about in the other video, but definitely you should watch that if you're interested to hear my thoughts about Spike Brothers, about this card. Alright, will this card change Spike Brothers in the current format? Well, definitely it will give Spike Brothers a boost, but it's not only this card, it's all of these 6 cards that you can see on the screen. These cards will give Spike Brothers a big boost, but it's not that easy to use, which I love about this card. This card is confusing even for the Spike Brother players, which I've got a lot of reactions on this, like people asking me, Hearth or D-Boy, what do you make of this stride? And I was like thinking, I woke up and it took me like 15 minutes to keep reading this card and coming up with so many different strategies. It's crazy, and he's really good, but he doesn't give it to you on silver platter. He definitely does not give it to you easy. You need to work for it, but the reward is very high. Alright, that's kind of it for this video. Again, if you're a Spike Brother player, don't be disappointed. The other video is already up, or will be up in a few minutes or in an hour. Just wait for that, click on that, have fun with it, watch it. Get some popcorn, get something to drink, because that will be a long ass video where I talk a lot about the whole stride and the decks that you would use it in. And if you have thoughts about these cards or other cards that we have already revealed from our channel, or you're still waiting for Bermuda or Mayor Colony, because those are the last 2, and the Crane Elemental, then also let us know in the comment section below, what do you think their skill could be? Alright, that's it for us. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like our videos, put a comment there, and we will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching yet again. Until next time.